Is it possible the Dogon tribe were taught certain understandings of the universe by beings from Sirius? If so, who were these strange beings called the Nommos, and how did they influence a species?
The most interesting thing that I've found about the Dogon tribe is that they highly revere twins. They believe that each man and woman is born with both genders. They have an amazing understanding of duality.
Well, the creation story of the Dogon is absolutely wonderful. They basically found that in the beginning there was this almighty entity called Amma, suspiciously close to our moon. He sets up and creates the twins. The first set of twins that came out of the earth came out a little bit early, so they were considered to be imperfect, and that came to symbolize the human race. But there was another group of twins that came out that were absolutely perfect, and they were called the Nommo. And the Nommo basically were these sort of amphibious water creatures, and because they were so perfect that when they finally died, they went to a place called Paradise, which the Dogon claimed to be somewhere in Sirius, the star Sirius. After the Nommos have gone to Paradise and Sirius, they said, we're going to go back to the Earth. And when the Nommos landed, they said that they basically gave the civilizing arts to humanity, which back then was living a very barbaric life. And what's astonishing about the story, apart from the fact the story is astonishing in itself as a depiction of how creation began in their point of view, is the fact that it mirrors so many other creation myths throughout the world, whether it's in South America or Polynesia. There are very, very great similarities between the Dogon and other cultures as well.
What's fascinating about the linguistics surrounding the Nommos is that in ancient India you have the Nagas, who were a half serpent, half human-looking deity. In Australia, with the Aboriginal tribes, they had the Nurrumbungutias. Linguistically, these names are all so close together that they had to have had a singular origin.
What makes it even more amazing? When you look at Neolithic cultures, the idea that there are evolving, standing-up primates coming in various models, and they come up over 2 million years from Lucy in Africa, and you get to Mesopotamia and the idea that the tribes that have no writing, they have no math, they have no ability to build perfect pyramids, and within a tiny short period of time, you have this entire Sumerian culture that is building megastructures and language. When you come back through the last couple of centuries, what has been the mantra? That Homo sapiens sapien came up out of the jungle and out of mud, and that 5,000 years ago, they built the pyramids. They built these huge structures that we relate to Sumeria. And probably in South America, at the same time, structures were being built there because the same builders in Mesopotamia were building in Mexico, Central America, South America. It was a global architecture. It was a global intelligence that just comes in.
If this is true, how is the star Sirius connected with a global intelligence that transformed early humans into creating civilizations and motivating them to have certain belief systems?
Could it be that Sirius itself is the repository of a specific type of wisdom from where came creatures of a certain humanoid nature, which were kind of like us, but still very different, because they reside in every single culture in the world. And all of these people came to the Earth after a barbaric time to give us the stuff that we know today, mathematics, astronomy, how to create temples with monolithic blocks and things like that, agriculture, animal husbandry. They all go back to these people whose source always ends up in Sirius. So, were they real? Or was a myth to explain a specific point in the universe where things really originate from?